Hey everyone! Welcome back to Mythology History, where we take a look at the love life of Zeus from Greek mythology. We'll be exploring how his relationships with goddesses and mortals alike shaped the world around him. From his relationship with Hera to his forbidden trysts and passionate affairs, we will uncover all the juicy details about this powerful god of Olympus. So stay tuned for an exciting journey through one of history's most intriguing love stories. The mythic tale of Zeus's betrothal to Hera. Zeus, the king of gods in Greek mythology, was married to Hera, the goddess of marriage and family. This union of two powerful deities is one that has been celebrated since ancient times, as it symbolizes strength and unity. The relationship between Zeus and Hera began with a romantic courtship. After being captivated by her beauty, Zeus pursued Hera until she finally agreed to marry him despite her reluctance due to his infidelities. However, their devotion for each other was strong enough for them to overcome this obstacle together. To prove his commitment, Zeus gave Hera a golden throne that would remain at Olympus forever, an everlasting symbol of their bond. Once married, the couple were often seen arguing about various issues like who was more powerful or which god should be favored more than others. Despite these arguments, however, they still managed to maintain harmony within their marriage as well as uphold justice throughout Mount Olympus by defeating any threats that arose against them or any other godly powers such as titans or giants who attempted to seize control over all existence on earth and heaven alike. Hera's character can also be seen in many stories involving her husband's affairs with mortal women. She always found out eventually. Once discovered he had deceived her once again, Hercules, their son, came into play, either punishing those involved in order for stability amongst gods/goddesses, but most importantly protecting his mother from further humiliation caused by constant betrayal from Zeus, endangering the foundation of their marriage. Overall, this shows how much respect they had both have towards one another even during hard times when trust seemed lost due to lies between them, proving true love conquers all nonetheless. In conclusion, Zeus's marriage to Hera is an example showing how true love is not bound by anything else besides itself, thus resulting in strong relationships capable of enduring whatever hardships may come its way, no matter what form it takes on, regardless if it's physical/mental/emotional obstacles, etc. Tension between the king of gods and goddess of love, Zeus and Aphrodite. The relationship between Zeus and Aphrodite, two of the most powerful figures in Greek mythology, is a complicated one. While it may not have been a traditional romance filled with love and devotion like some of the other gods are known for, their connection was still very meaningful. Zeus and Aphrodite were both divine beings that ruled over different aspects of life on earth. Zeus was the king of all gods who ruled from Mount Olympus, while Aphrodite was goddess of beauty and desire. As such, they often clashed, as each wanted to be in control over how people lived their lives according to their own beliefs and values. This conflict led them to fight against one another multiple times throughout history. However, despite this animosity between them, there also existed an undeniable attraction which resulted in various passionate encounters throughout time. Despite being brother and sister, as they were both children of Cronus, Zeus had strong feelings for Aphrodite, which he expressed by showering her with gifts such as ambrosia or granting her wishes when asked nicely enough. In turn, she reciprocated his affections through acts like helping him win battles or giving advice whenever he needed it most, proving that even though theirs wasn't always an easy relationship built on trust like other couples might have had, there was still something special between these two deities that kept them connected together throughout eternity. De verlijdelijk liefde van Zeus, van Hera tot de sterfelijke vrouwen. Zeus, the king of all gods and goddesses in Greek mythology, was notorious for his love affairs with mortals. He often pursued beautiful women, no matter their social standing or origin. Throughout Greek mythology, Zeus had many lovers and took them as consorts or married them to gain favor from the people they ruled over. In most cases, this was done out of admiration and respect for the woman's beauty or intelligence. Other times it was purely selfish desire that drew him to her. One of his more famous romances involved a priestess named Io who he fell madly in love with after seeing her at a festival. To keep her safe from Hera's wrath, which would come if she found out about Zeus's affair, he turned Io into a white cow before taking her away to an island where they could be together in peace. This shows how much he truly loved Io, since it took great effort on his part to protect her from harm while still being able to express his feelings towards her openly without fear of reprisal. Another mortal woman whom Zeus wooed was Europa, who he abducted by transforming himself into a bull so that she would trust him enough to climb onto its back and let it carry her away across the sea until they reached Crete, where they became lovers briefly before passing on their way again, this time parting ways forever, due mostly in part because Athena intervened when Hera began searching for Europa once more. Once again, we can see just how devoted Zeus is willing to be when someone captures his attention, even going so far as disguising himself as another creature entirely just so that he may have some small amount of time with those whom catch his eye. The fact remains, however, despite any hesitations one might have regarding these stories involving mortal women, we can still appreciate something special about how deeply devoted Zeus appears whenever such tales are told, even if only momentarily. These moments were certainly ones which will remain immortalized throughout history forevermore. The themes of love and fury in Zeus's character. The character of Zeus, the king of gods in Greek mythology, is often characterized by a combination of love and fury. In many stories, Zeus's love for his family and friends is evident through his willingness to intervene on their behalf. At times, he may even go against fate or break the laws in order to protect those he loves. For example, when Prometheus steals fire from Mount Olympus and gives it to mankind, Zeus sentences him to an eternity of torture but eventually decides to pardon him out of compassion due to their friendship. At other times, though, Zeus's fury can be seen as he unleashes lightning bolts at those who cross him or disobey his orders. His wrath usually comes with dire consequences such as death or transformation into animals or monsters. An example would be how he turned Lycaon into a wolf after discovering that the king had tried feeding human flesh, his own sons, to the god during dinner, an act which was meant as disrespect towards Zeus himself. This shows how quickly anger can take over love when someone goes against what Zeus believes in and does not follow his commands respectfully. Despite these two sides being seemingly contradictory traits for one deity, they are both essential aspects that define who Zeus is: a loving father figure yet also an intimidating leader capable of delivering swift justice whenever necessary. Without both elements present within his character, there wouldn't be any balance, something which makes up much of Greek mythology itself, where contrasting forces must work together harmoniously in order for stories like this one to exist successfully generation after generation. And these were the love life of Zeus from Greek mythology. Zeus had many relationships with women during his lifetime, but it is unclear how many wives he had. The most frequently mentioned are Metis, Themis, Mnemosyne, Leto, and Hera. What do you guys think about Zeus having had so many wives? Let us know in the comments. I am not in favor of having many wives. Zeus was better to have one wife who trusts him completely, so his wife will always be there for you. Also, if you have children with your wife, it can give harm to your child. And if you have a topic we should discuss, let me know in the comments, and who knows, I might discuss your topic in the next video. Thanks for watching our video about the love life of Zeus. As we've seen, he had many liaisons and children with both mortal and immortal women. We hope you've learned something new about the Greek god of thunder, lightning, law, and order. Until next time, keep on learning.